Hello everyone. Here we are again for the third session. For the Web3 Basics Masterclass. As you remember, it's the third week now. We had already 2 sessions. And why not go directly to the second slides? So the schedule was, the first session, if you remember, was about Web3 and digital identity. So we explained what is Web3, what is the digital identity, and why is it important. And then last week, we talked about NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and the future of digital assets. Actually, a summary of these 2 episodes, you can find this summary in the podcast episode that I released yesterday. But also, if you like, you can have a look at the recordings. I will show you at the end of this live how you can get the recordings of the 3 sessions. So the first session, the second session, and today's session. And today's session is all about the Metaverse. I'm really excited to show you all of that. We will talk about the spatial Metaverse, about Decentraland, Room 3D. And I will show you different events that I organized together with a few other people and also that I have attended. And so you can see all the possibilities. As you remember, maybe I showed you last time that I have a Metaverse penthouse. Here you see it a bit better. We will come back to that, but this is a good link between the second session and the third session. So the NFT, which is actually my ownership certificate of my penthouse. Metaverse, we can call it the next frontier. And what is interesting is that today I was invited by the Higher Gear CXO forum in the US. And actually they had like a title that is really, getting attention, of course, because the title was The Death of the Metaverse. I would say a bit provocative. It was, of course, not really the death of the Metaverse that we have been talking, but it was like, to get the attention. And it was interesting to talk to those CIOs, to the other people that are working for corporate companies in the US, how they see it. And actually, there was so much activity on the chat. There were so many questions. I can guarantee you the Metaverse is not dead at all if we see everything that is coming and that is going on, and sometimes behind the scenes. But of course, you will perhaps ask me, Joeri, what is the Metaverse? And as I said, I have prepared some video material for you, also some pictures. So let's just start with a video that I recorded about 1 year ago. It's a short video, and it was Katie Hackel who was presenting during Social Media Marketing World, and she was talking about the Metaverse. So let me show you the video.
Shared experiences that happen sometimes in virtual spaces. It could be in VR or it could be inside a gaming platform. But it will also happen in the physical world as we move further with augmented reality and artificial intelligence and a lot of different things. You almost have to imagine like your digital lives, right, that you've been living for yourself or for your brands, catching up to your physical lives.
So let's go back to the slide. And let's stop sharing. I need to play a bit. I'm using StreamYard and there are a lot of tabs open. So here we are back again, and let's go back to the slide. Here we are. So so what is the Metaverse? And let you make the screen a bit bigger for you, like this. So it's a collective virtual shared space created by the convergence of virtually enhanced physical and digital reality. Actually, what also Katie was saying, it's often referred to as the third generation internet or 3D internet. And actually, it encompasses augmented reality, virtual reality, and other immersive digital experiences. Why is now the metaverse important? Well, actually, the continuous growth of the internet and the increased demand for immersive experiences is there. So you should really have a look at the metaverse. It bridges the gap, as we said, between the physical and digital worlds. And it also enables collaboration, social interaction, and economic activity, and this in a virtual environment. I can assure you I only have a few theoretical slides, but it's nice to begin with that because this makes you understand the examples that I will be showing you. So the metaverse in Web3, because that's actually what I'm talking about in my class. So the metaverse as a part of Web3, well, it is powered by blockchain technology. And so it ensures trust, security, and ownership of digital assets. It also facilitates decentralized finance, non-fungible tokens, and other Web3 innovations. And it encourages collaboration, innovation, and new opportunities for businesses and individuals alike. So those are a few slides, just, to give you some definitions. But what will we do today? I give you now a little tour in my own metaverse penthouse. And then we will have a look at the different other, I would say, events, as I said, that I organized and that I participated in. And so you will have a feeling about what is actually the metaverse on different metaverse platforms. So let's now have some fun and visit my virtual penthouse. And I hope that the technology will not cause any troubles, because always when you go live, you have things like that. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. Here I am in my metaverse, and let's just do a little walk. So here I am. Let's just, you see, it looks a bit like me. The avatar. I have in my penthouse, I have like this movie theater. It's a small one where I can give presentations, but where you also can watch movies. You see it here on the wall. You can see, if you visit when I'm not there, you can watch all these movies. You can visit my website. You see it there. You can take a seat if you want. You can walk a bit around. You see that I have my CMO Stories podcast on the wall that you can listen to or visit. You have my mastermind that you can join. You can click there. I have a few videos here on the wall, short videos that you also can watch if you want. You can have a look outside if you want some fresh air. Here you see the nice view. You have my helicopter there, and you have a portal to visit other portals on Spatial. Actually, we are on the Spatial platform. You see I can walk. Here you see some NFTs that I have. They are on the wall. NFTs that I created myself and NFTs that I bought, which gives me access here. These NFTs give me access to Jump community. And I can also go upstairs where I have like a dance floor. Again, nice view. And also, a place here to put some pictures on the wall or some movies or whatever. And people can sit down and we can have a chat. So it's a place actually where I already did some events. I will show you directly, but you can also visit it when I'm not there. And how can you visit this? If you're curious about that, well, you can just go to, let me see if I can find the right banner, joeri.link/penthouse. You only need to create a login and it's free. You can just walk around and have a look at my penthouse. It's like a website, actually. You can find all my information, but it's just a different feeling. The only thing that you need to do is create your avatar, of course. So that was the penthouse. So let's remove from here and let's go back to the presentation. It was a short walk, but now you have already an idea of how does it look like. Of course, it's a different feeling if you use these VR headsets or you use your laptop. Most people will use their laptop or their computer, but if you use a headset, like this Oculus headset, then you really have the feeling as if you are in the room and walking around. So let's go back to these slides. Here you have some pictures, actually. So you see that there is also a possibility in spatial to use your own face, as you see on the left on my slide. In the beginning, I used my own face, but I felt all the other people that came in my penthouse or I met on spatial, most of them had a real avatar face. So I said, okay, let's just create an avatar. And so the idea is for me that I look more or less the same in different, I would say, places. So I see that at this moment there is someone, I think, visiting my penthouse. Oh, that's nice. So yeah, I use the avatar so that people can recognize me if I go to other metaverses that look the same, so that I know it's me. At this moment, the metaverses are not really, I would say, linked. So the avatars look a bit different. We will see that. But in the near future, I hope that we will be able to use the same avatar everywhere. So these are some of the pictures from my penthouse. Also, one of my friends in the RISE community, Bruce, has also his virtual penthouse. I think it's a Dubai penthouse that it is called. And as you see, Bruce has put the NFT, my NFT that he got, on his wall. Actually, Bruce participated in my survey, the state of Web3 marketing in 2023, and he has put the NFT that he got on the wall. So let me come a bit again on the screen so that you see me. So Bruce has put his avatar on the wall. And my NFT on the wall, and I like it. It looks great. And for him, he's happy with the NFT, and I'm happy that he shows it. So you see, an NFT can really be something nice to have. And if you watch the live or the recording until the end, then you will get also one of these NFTs, well, another art piece, but you will get an NFT. It doesn't matter if you're watching now on the webinar or on LinkedIn or Facebook or YouTube or on Twitter. We are live on 5 platforms at the same time. So just continue and you will have the opportunity to get NFT and get all the recordings for free. So this is Bruce's penthouse. Also, he organized together with other people. I did that. I was the first one to do the initiative, but then I got people in my team to help me in the RISE community. We organized events and experiences in the metaverse, like, for instance, mini meta talks, which are like TED Talks, short talks. And how did we do that? Well, first we gathered in a penthouse. So as you see, we are here. It was like the place where we gathered together. I gave a short introduction about the different topics that you are going to speak. And then we took a portal. If you see these circles on the screen, it's like those are portals. We clicked on a portal and we went to another space on spatial in the same metaverse. Here is an example of one of those spaces. And also you see that there is a person giving a presentation, a talk, and also showing slides on the walls. And at the same time, different people are attending with their avatar, listening, asking questions, engaging with each other, and networking. For me, it's a different feeling to do that with lots of those people. I'm in Belgium, lots of those people are in the US, but also some in Australia or in Canada or in Ireland. And it's a good, nice feeling, because I use my VR glasses to be there with those people. It feels like you are in the same room and experiencing something together. And that's different feeling than, for instance, a Zoom meeting. And at the end of all these talks, then again, we went to the penthouse, and as you saw the little movie theater that I had there, and then we were together and debriefing a bit about the event, talking a bit about what can we do next time, does someone have like inspiring ideas? So we did that there and we talked, and we had a great fun. And then afterwards, people were posting those pictures on their social media. And we got quite a lot of engagement. So that was fun. And also we learned something, because every talk was really, about a specific topic in marketing. Also, we did an AI art exhibition, and this was around Christmas. So people could create different art pieces, and I think we had 3 categories. And then in each category, we were voting to get a winner. You see here, we were in a gallery in the Metaverse. Here are a few pieces on the wall created with AI art, like Joeri or DALL-E. On this, I would say, screenshot, we had a few other pieces, and you see there are little post-its on the wall. Actually, those were votes, because you see that the art that you see over there, I think it was the winner, because it got a lot of votes, a lot of post-its on it. And so we had like post-its on the wall, and so we had 3 winners, and that was really fun. And of course, it's coming together, it's having a bit fun, but also networking and getting to know these other people and getting to know the possibilities that you can have with these metaverses, like spatial, not only AI art, which is also interesting to learn about AI art, but also about what can we do in the metaverse. We also made selfies actually in the metaverse. That's also an option that you can do with spatial, but then you need to have a VR headset. Oh yeah, I see a reaction from Jim. Last time you had other commitments. Yeah, Jim, I hope that you can be there for the next event. I think there is one, I think it's still in April. I think even it's next week. I need to check my calendar. I think it's next week. I hope that you can be there. If not, we are doing an event every month. But it's really fun to meet people. And so like I met Jim, I hope to meet Jim in the next during the next event. Thanks for your comment, Jim. So next slide. Yeah, here see we had also some fun at the end. We did some dance moves at the end of we called it the holiday AI party, the AI art exhibition. So that's also fun. It doesn't need to be always that serious, of course. But marketers can sometimes be a bit crazy, of course. And here's another one. We went in a jacuzzi together. Imagine that with people from all around the world. I think those are 5 countries that we see there in the jacuzzi, representing 5 countries. And that was in a ski chalet, actually. So also great experience to do that, a bit of fun. Oh, this was also nice. Frank Prendergast, he made a video when we had like a panel discussion around the different metaverses, and Frank made a video about this as an introduction. And let me just play that for you, because you will see metaverses like Room 3D. I will come back to Room 3D a bit further in the presentation, but then you have already an idea what is Room 3D and what are other metaverses like. So let me just go and share it. So as you see, there are different kind of metaverses. We will come back to room 3 at the end, which is for me the most big, perhaps business-like metaverse because it's about meetings. But you also have these gaming-like metaverses like Fortnite and Roblox. But don't be mistaken, also in Roblox and so on, events are taking place. Big brands are organizing stuff already in Roblox. So, and those, I would say, if we can call them metaverses, have already a lot of users. So therefore, of course, the big brands go to those places, I would say. Another event that I organized was not for the RISE community, but was for the GEM community with Jeff Kaufman, who is the founder of the GEM community. And in the GEM community, we also have the Sky Club. And with the Sky Club members, I met in my penthouse. So here you just see a screenshot when I was discussing with Jeff in the beginning of the session, how he would organize it. But actually, it was like a networking event, discussing, talking with avatars in the penthouse. So that was also really interesting for me, not only receiving messages from people like on a Discord server, but being able to talk to those people and interact with their avatars. Oh, that's also another event with the Web3 doers community. That's another community that I'm a part of. And also we did a networking event. So I'm really connecting with people from around the world. I think most of them were from Europe. And there is also a video. So let me show that to you. See the Eiffel Tower. You see, it's impressive, all these different places and the feeling that you have. Now you see it probably on a laptop screen or on a computer screen. But if you use a headset, it's really like, you see the Eiffel Tower like very close to you. So I think it gives something special if you are open to that, and it will, the world is evolving. Certainly the younger generations are used to that. So yeah, I think you really should have a look at what are the possibilities, what we can do with the metaverse. For me, it's a lot about networking, about learning. But you see, already for three communities, I participated in events like this. And we are not finished yet with the presentation. Let me go again to the slide. So that was also an event that I participated in with the Web3 Doers community by Chris Koronovsky. Thank you, Chris, for the video. Also, I went to the Exclusible yacht party. So Exclusible is the company that built the penthouse that I have. They have different penthouses which you could buy if you bought an NFT. That would be like the certificate of access for your penthouse. Well, Exclusible, they make a lot of nice stuff. They made this ski chalet that you saw, this penthouse from Bruce, my penthouse. Here they built a yacht and they did a party. And if you're now watching this live and you're interested in have your own exclusive property in the metaverse, well, you can send me an email, joeri@efficado.com, as I am now let's say I am now a partner with Exclusible. I'm partnering with them, so I can get you into touch with the right person and even help you to define your requirements. If you would like to have that, you can just find me on social media or send me an email. So that's the yacht. Here, Decentraland. Yeah, that's another metaverse. So here I am. You see that my avatar is different than the avatar on Spatial. Actually, here I am at the Fashion Week in Decentraland, which is an event that's every year that they organize, where big brands, do a fashion show and sell fashion. Digital fashion is really a thing. And in Metaverse, the fashion industry is like the top industry that is using the Metaverse. And also there, I have like a video for you. So let me show it. So this was the Fashion Week in Decentraland. I actually had a conversation with Giovanna from Decentraland, who is organizing the Fashion Week every year. You can find it on my podcast, cmostories.com. Actually, it's the first real episode of season 2. So if you'd like to learn more about the Fashion Week in Decentraland and you want to know what is the story behind it, just go listen to that episode on my podcast. And then we have the Room 3D experience. This is not a metaverse where you use an avatar, you use your own face. So I participated in a round table, and you can imagine you are at the table, a real round table, and you see all the people on the other side, on the left, on the right. I think the maximum is at this moment 16 people, but that's really a lot already to have on the round table. So I was there at the round table, and I could see the people on the other side. I could see the people next to me, and then people that were not visible because my screen was too small to see everyone, of course. You could see them on top of the screen. So that was really a nice place to discuss instead of on a Zoom meeting, on a Teams meeting, in a round table. And you could have places like in Paris, in London, New York, every space in Room 3D, every room, I should say, has its special decoration. And also they asked me to not only be there at a round table, but also do an interview. And I think they sometimes they call Room 3D Zoom on steroids, because it's really a nice experience to do this. It's still in the early stages that the Room 3D is, because they are still building, but you can already use it if you want. Just send me a message and I can get you a free test account, or at least an account that is really cheap at the moment, because they are in the founding stage, and I'm an ambassador for Room 3D. So let's see if I can. The next slide is actually, they announced on their LinkedIn the roundtable. It was a private roundtable with influencers from the Web3 space, from the Metaverse space. And they took my quote. You see the quote there. People don't see themselves in a Metaverse, but eventually it will become an integral part of our lives. Yeah, I really think that will be the case, but it's still early. It will take some time for most people to adapt. In the beginning, when the internet was there, people were not thinking about using the internet. When the GSM came, people were not thinking of using a mobile. And then the smartphone came. And again, every new technology, it takes time before everyone starts to use it. Also, when internet came and social media came, in the beginning, people were thinking, why should I be on LinkedIn? Why should I be on Facebook? And when you're early, you have always an advantage. Okay, not so many people are there, but it gives you a competitive advantage. So let me now show you part of an interview that I did. So here you see with this lady, Claudia. She interviewed me. I won't show all the interview, but just part of it. In a room. So let me just take the recording.
Joeri, welcome Joeri to Room.
Hi Claudia, I'm happy to be here.
We are very happy to have you. Could you maybe start with saying a few words about yourself? What do you do?
Yes, so my full name is Joeri Bilast. I'm in Belgium, and I'm a Web3 marketer and also fractional CMO for businesses. So I help Web3 companies with their marketing, or I help Web2 companies that are in traditional businesses to onboard on Web3.
Marketing? Could you share some?
So let me stop sharing that one. So you see, Room 3D it's a more lifelike experience, because you see the faces of the other persons that you are talking to. So you have round tables, but you have also desks, or it really depends on how many people that you have and what is the feeling that you want to have. You can also have like a regular meeting room, with a wall with a PowerPoint presentation, for instance. I will use it for my marketing mastermind. I will invite people on Room 3D when everybody is ready for it. And then we will discuss stuff through screen sharing on a wall, with a PowerPoint on a wall, or just, making like notes on the wall. It's also possible on Room 3D. It's also possible on Spatial to do that, but then of course it's with the avatar. And on Spatial at this moment, what you can have is if you are in a room, you can have, people can enter the room when you are there. If you don't want that, then of course there's a possibility to pay for an account on Spatial because the standard is free. You can just visit it, and then you can token gate your room or your, I would say, property on Spatial, and then people can only come in if they have like the right token. So let's see what I still have for you. Slides. Oh yeah, of course. I promised you that. So now, if you want to have the recordings, or if you like to have an NFT, your first NFT, you see there is a price at this moment. If people could buy it now, I haven't announced it. I think I announced it last time, but not really with a lot of indications. But you could buy the NFT, $78 is the official price. It's 0.04 ETH. But you don't have to buy it. I will give it to you. I will airdrop it to you, what we call. And how can I airdrop it to you? How can I give it to you? Well, there are three ways. Either you have already a Web3 domain name. If you watch the first session, maybe you have bought already your Web3 domain name and linked it to a wallet. Then you can give me your Web3 domain name. And that's the easiest way for me to just drop the NFT in your wallet. It's done in 1 second or 2 seconds. Or you have a digital wallet, but you don't have yet, I would say, the Web3 domain name. Then you can just give me your complex wallet number. You just copy paste it from, for instance, your MetaMask, and you give it to me, and then I can drop you the NFT. And the last way to do it is if you just send me an email, give me your email address, and then I can guide you just, to create an account on the place where I have the NFT, which is on Uncut, and then drop you the NFT in the wallet that will be created if you create an account with your email address. So that's how to do this. There is only a certain number of NFTs available, like I did it last time, and you are free to do with it what you want afterwards. It will be the key to unlock the recordings. Once you have the NFT, you will see that it opens, I would say, another screen where you can have the recordings. Or once you have watched the recordings or you don't need the NFT anymore, you can resell it even, and you can do with it what you want. That's actually the promise of then Web3. The only thing is, it's a smart contract. I will still get 10% of the price that you paid for, that you sell it for. So if you sell it for $100, I would get $10 and you would get $90. But then, of course, in ETH, depending on the price of ETH at that moment. So I guess you will, if you are lucky, the price of Ethereum will be higher at that moment. And then for people now watching and wanting to take a next step. So as I already mentioned a few times, I have this mastermind. This mastermind is for marketers, for entrepreneurs that have already experience with their business, but they have experience with their business and they are interested in Web3 and in the Metaverse and in NFTs and in digital identity and so on. So if you are watching, probably you are interested, but maybe you don't know where to go to. Maybe you don't know how to approach Web3. Maybe you don't know who to trust. Maybe you don't have the right community, to talk about the possibilities or challenges that you may have. Well, therefore, I have my Web3 Marketing Mastermind, where we have weekly meetings, where we are talking about challenges, about opportunities. What can a business do with Web3? For instance, there is a restaurant owner, and they have a membership that they're launching, and they want to have a unique membership linked to an NFT. They're even thinking of having a virtual version of the restaurant. So that could be really something really special, really unique, and it also could benefit them because the NFT would be like the membership card, and we can add rules. There are so many things that we can do with it, and we are discussing this during the mastermind. We are discussing what are the challenges, what are ideas, and because we are different people have different opinions. And it's not only about challenges, of course. I also help you. I teach you stuff. If you have questions, we answer your questions. If you have questions about an NFT, about Metaverse, about what is a DAO, about how can I create the art for my NFT? If you have questions about how can I use AI for my NFT, do you have questions about for my business, what can I do? Or what are the steps to do? Or can I define my strategy? All of this we are discussing in this mastermind. So yes, if you are interested in joining, if you want to have a talk with me about this is possible. You can send me an email, you can send me a message. Best way to reach me is on LinkedIn, but you can also send me an email, as I already said. That's here. But the easiest way is on LinkedIn, because then we can have a chat. You can ask questions, I can answer, and we can have a little chat. And if then you think that it can be interesting for you, then I'm ready, to jump at you on a call and to give more explanation about this. And what I do with everyone that is onboarding now is saying yes between now and next week, Thursday. I will help you to onboard personally on Web3. So getting your wallet, getting your digital identity, making sure that you understand how, to get your NFT, making sure that you get access to Discord and that you understand everything related to Web3. So that once you join, you have the same, I would say, level of knowledge that the others have. And the others are also, as I said, they are not experts in Web3. They are starting with Web3, and they just want to have a safe place where they can talk to each other and where we can grow together. So actually, it's what do we give with a mastermind? It's personalized support. We are with like-minded entrepreneurs with similar goals and similar challenges. And you will see some of these events, some of these meetings we do in the Metaverse, as I said. The idea is to get collaborations. I also make sure that we have speakers, visitors to join the mastermind at the moment that we have questions that is really specific. Then I invite someone like I did here. If you want someone for NFTs, you want someone from a specific Metaverse, I would say company, or maybe someone else. With my network, I now know a lot of people thanks to my podcast. I can invite them to come. At this moment, it's still interesting to join because there are not so many people on. So you have a lot of space to answer your questions and to get your personal projects, I would say, on the agenda. I think this was my last slide. So yes, if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you about questions that you might have. If you say, okay, Joeri, it's interesting for me, the mastermind, but not now. That's also interesting. You can just tell me, give me some feedback, listen to a few podcast episodes, go to my blog and read a few articles if you like to know a bit more about me or about, people that I'm in touch with. Check out my blog, check out my podcast. And I think this is all for today. Thank you so much for watching live or watching the recording. Let me know If you would like to have the recordings, let me know if you would like to have the NFT to get access to the recordings. And then, of course, I would like to see you back. So just hit me up on social media, join my newsletter, and I hope to see you back then on the podcast, listening to the podcast as a listener or in the next live. Take care. Ciao.